Welcome to another episode of Sunday Morning Alive. I'm your host, Devin Destrada, and I'm here with your friend and mine, Kayla Frazier. And these are the stories that we think are important. Mike Ferguson attended an awards ceremony last week where his company won a boatload of awards. This development has many at WCC wondering if it's a sign of Fergie's secret genius or a sign of the impending apocalypse. More on that later in the broadcast. President's Day has come and gone once again with little fanfare, but we wanted to take a moment to recognize the WCC members who look the most presidential.
In a stunning display of over-preparedness and fear, schools and businesses alike closed their doors on Friday afternoon just in time for some gentle breezes and light showers to pound the area. Local historians are already calling this storm system the 60-minute storm, estimating that it will take just an hour and a half for the storm's intensity to be bested. We've put together a video to demonstrate the intensity and overall tenacity of the storms that affected Williamson County. Take a look. All of this inclement weather over the past 2 weeks, the blizzard 2 Sundays ago, and the hailstorm and tornadoes 2 days ago, has us wondering if we all wouldn't just be safer if we packed up and started our cocaine superhighway Mexican rebel mission trip to Guadalajara, Mexico now instead of this summer. Our own Kara Fight has spent some time in traffic school last week. The first thing this anchor wondered was if Kara attended Spanky's comedy Driver's Ed for Teens. So we caught up with Kara to get the scoop. Guess it was just regular traffic school. Sorry, Kara. Slow it down.
With our fashion update, let's go to our fashion correspondent in the field, Scaroline Brokaw. Scaroline, tell us the latest.
In fashion news this week, we will examine the fashion trends of our very own news anchors, Devin and Kayla. In a rather curious development, their clothing has matched every week so far this season. Is this a coincidence or fate? You decide. We'd like to take a few minutes to make fun of them and act like we're shocked, but that's kind of their shtick. So maybe they'll address it directly, or maybe they won't.
And now with the top 5 social media moments of the week, it's Kara and Caroline.
I'm Kara.
And I'm Caroline.
And this is this week's Top 5.
Nathan Haley had some dental work done on Thursday. He also thought it would be a good idea to drive while on pain pills. Stay off the road, everyone.
Bandy isn't looking so great for Spencer Besaw anymore. Apparently her frat daddy has decided against the university. Sad day.
In Antioch, the Harris's trash can was tragically blown over in the tornado.
While we're on the topic of tornadoes, we are taking donations to aid those affected. Talk to Brian with questions, comments, or concerns.
Lastly, someone posted on Sean List's wall saying she had heard he had a kid. Above it is a picture of him holding a newborn. Should we be concerned?
And that's it for this week.
The iPhone Bible program YouVersion crashed last Sunday, leaving thousands of progressive, non-Bible-toting people relying solely on their preacher or an actual printed Bible. What's next? Stone tablets? So if you saw anyone using the iPhone as their Bible last week, they were really just playing Angry Birds.
Following last week's potluck and the subsequent spilling of multiple orange sodas onto the floor, we all took a moment to be thankful that we didn't carpet our new meeting space. If only there was a way of knowing who had the brilliant idea to stain our concrete floors, we could recognize this person. Clearly, this person has the kind of brilliant foresight to know how to make great decisions for the long-term good of our group. Oh well. And now we're introducing a new segment this week. One of the purposes of this show is to shine a light into some of the lesser-known corners of our members' lives. With that in mind, we're introducing Stupid Human Tricks. And here is more with our correspondent in the field, Houston Lieber, who has our very own local athletics superstar, Stone Haley.
I'm here on location with local athletic superstar Stone Haley. Stone, I hear you have great athletic ability. Show us what you got.
Okay.
Wow, that's incredible. If only Daisy Davis were here to see it. Next week on Stupid Human Tricks, our very own Mike Ferguson will tell us about the time he swallowed an entire piano.
The Rosenboom family vacationed in Disney World this last week. Sadly, 2 members of the family didn't make it back. Caitlin was hired to portray all of the Disney princesses. Yes, she's really that great. And Boomer was hired to work as a character as well. No word on which one. In a new segment this week, we're heading out into the wilderness to track one of the area's most mysterious and elusive beasts. Here with more is our newly promoted correspondent in the field, Randy Roberts.
The Indians referred to it as Wakalakakuti. The early settlers in these parts only referred to it as the Shaggy Menace. But in modern day times, we know it as the Griffin. And we're out here, we got a great tip. We're going to try to take a glimpse of it. Fascinating! Our next step now is we're going to go ahead and tranquilize it and get a lock of its hair and send it to the lab. There'll be more on this next week.
And now with an update on the imminent end of times, it's T-Minus Rapture with Linus Thatcher.
This might actually be happening.
It has been determined that Randy has a case of sarcoidosis. That's scary for a couple of reasons, but mostly because I was pretty sure that was a country in the former Soviet Union. Elsewhere, Willoughby reported having a headache. Odds are that he's having a hard time learning how to operate his smartphone. Mark, if you continue to struggle, take an Advil and ask your kids for help. And that's it from the news desk this week. I'm Kayla, and that's Devin, and we'll see you at the next appointed time.
She was given the world with every chance to excel. Hang with the boys and hear the stories they tell. She might act kind of...
I'm here on location with local
And I'm out.